Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Texas Brew and Barbecue. My name is Ty Sherrell. I'm your official backyard ambassador for recteq. What are we doing today? We are doing a smoked meatloaf. It's not your mama's meatloaf. We are elevating this thing quite a bit. So let's talk about ingredients. I'm gonna have them on the screen there as well. We have some dried parsley, some garlic powder, breadcrumbs, tomato paste, a half a diced onion that I cooked on the stove until it was translucent, let it cool down, and then 2 eggs that are beaten, ready to go, salt, recteq rub. We are gonna be doing the Casanova's competition rub on this meatloaf today. I say it in every video, go get the recteq rub bundle on recteq.com. Also, we are gonna be using the recteq gourmet barbecue sauce as part of our glaze. recteq.com. Get this stuff, you will love it, I promise you. The one thing that we need to do to make this a very moist meatloaf is we are gonna take 1 cup of milk, make a mess, like so, and then we're gonna take 3/4 of breadcrumbs and we are going to mix those two together. Well, what in the heck are you doing, Ty? The breadcrumbs are gonna soak up this milk and we're gonna let this sit for a few minutes and then we are gonna add that to the mixture. So we're gonna let this sit, let it do its thing. Let's get started. We are going to use a rack. We're not gonna put this in a pan because what the rack is gonna do is allow that recteq Ultimate Blend pellet, that smoke that we're getting, to go all the way around the meat. In a pan, it's just gonna go over the top. So you're only gonna have smoke on the top of it. This way, we're gonna make a loaf right here. We're gonna form it. We're gonna get smoke all over this thing. It's gonna be amazing. All right. We have 2 pounds of 80/20 ground beef, and we are just going to add all of our ingredients to this and hand mix it. You don't want to overmix it because then it'll dry your meatloaf out. So after your breadcrumbs sit and soak up that milk, this is what you're looking like now. You want to pour that mixture into the meatloaf. Get it all in there. And then just mix it all together. Now that we have everything mixed together here, we are going to form our loaf on our wire rack. So we are going to take this the Casanova's competition rub and we are going to dust this thing. All right, so now we have our meatloaf on the rack. It's seasoned up, it's ready to go. We have the recteq RT700 set at 250. We are gonna place this rack and everything right on the grate, and we are gonna let this thing go for about 3 to 4 hours. Every hour, we are gonna glaze it, and we're gonna keep putting that glaze on there at least 3 times. And that glaze is gonna set in. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. So let's get it on the smoker. All right, the meatloaf is on the RT700 and it's gonna go for about 3 to 4 hours until we hit a 160 internal. So we are gonna make our glaze here in a few minutes and we are gonna mop the top of it. We're gonna brush it on top of the meatloaf once an hour for each hour. So we're gonna hit it at least 3 times. This thing is going to be beautiful. All right, guys, we are about to take this smoked meatloaf off of the RT700. The sun went down, it's dinner time. This is a long cook. It's a 3 or 4 hour cook. So if you're gonna do it for dinner, you might wanna start it early or it might be a weekend cook for you. But 3.5 hours we've been smoking. So let me pull it off real quick and see what we got. Oh, look at that bad boy. I've been basting it every hour with the glaze that we made. That's a beautiful sight right there. Smoke all the way around it. Let's see what we got. Look at that smoke ring. Beautiful smoke ring. There we go. Oh man. That is excellent. Smoked meatloaf on the recteq RT700. You got to give it a shot. You got to give it a try. That is excellent. We'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.